My name is Michael Olson. I'm the president of the board of TPAC. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. And as usual, Donna really could fill the house. So next year, we're going to be celebrating the TPAC, True Blood Performing Arts Center, its 20th anniversary. This is a phenomenal facility for an island of 700 permanent residents. I want to again thank the Richters and the True Bloods, plus 125 or more donors that put the money up 20 years ago. The board would really like to get this next year to accomplish making sure that we make it another 20 years. And right now, one of the things we're doing is we've got a $25,000 matching fund. So anybody who donates will match it. Also, if you go to our website, you can make a monthly donation. We're going to try to make that a little bit easier, so we can get like a monthly thing, $5, $10, $15, whatever you can do. And there'll be some swag that'll come with that. So anyway, it's the end of the season. This is officially our last show. There's going to be a Christmas show in December, I think the 16th. And there may be one other show, but this is the end of the year, basically. And I want to take this time to thank our staff, Julian, Kate, Kevin, Tom Pratt, Clinton, Jake, I said that already, sorry, and Scott. And I want to thank the board for everything they've done this year. So it's been a great year. So now, I can't thank Donna Russell enough for her unending energy and creativity. She writes original plays. The first one I'm sure you were at, Dear Rhoda. And now this one, Gone But Forgotten. And Donna, you won't be forgotten. Anyway, I'd like to introduce Donna and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I guess it's afternoon, sorry. Emmett is going to say something first before I speak.
On behalf of Donna Russell, the TPAC, and other players, we would like to welcome you to this afternoon's performance of Donna's original play, Gone But Not Forgotten. There will be one 15-minute intermission where you will have another chance to bid on the items up for silent auction and to make a free will donation. The proceeds from the free will donation will go to the TPAC. The proceeds from the silent auction will go to island players. After the performance, there will be a 20-minute talkback with Donna and the cast, where you can ask questions or tell your own short stories about Islanders who are gone but not forgotten. A special thanks to Dan Hansen for the use of his original music from his album Nature Alone, Songs of the Island. Thanks also to Steve Walker for his use of his Washington Island nature photographs during the interviews between scenes. Now please turn off your cell phones, and also please don't place any items in the side aisles as actors may use these. And please enjoy Gone But Not Forgotten.
Coming from a busy suburb of Chicago to an island in Wisconsin was just what we wanted in 1986. Well, maybe not all of us. Larry and I have 2 children, Brian and Heather. Brian, who had just graduated high school, and Heather, who was starting her sophomore year. Heather, who had moved away from a wonderful neighborhood and that she grew up in, and friends that she loved. She was now entering a class of 7 people. Yes, she hated us. We all finally found our niche. The children now are grown. Brian is 55. I can hardly believe it. And Heather is 52. Larry and I have 3 grandchildren, Sean, Taylor, and Jace. The stories you are about to hear, I've had the privilege of knowing most of these people and feel really blessed to tell their story. One of the things I have learned on the island is when you say hello to an 80-year-old person, especially in the grocery store, they will probably introduce you to their mother or father. I haven't figured out that yet, that if it's the fish consumption or maybe the water, I don't know. But what I have figured out is their sense of humor and the love of their families. The short stories you are about to see are of the colorful characters of this island that I would love for everyone to remember. Thank you all for coming. I now proudly introduce you to my friend, your host, David Randy.
Well, greetings, everyone. This is a big community effort, this play. Donna did a wonderful job in putting all these tales together. But we had quite a turnout tonight, or this afternoon, I guess it is, and to see so many community people out here in the audience is just wonderful. Because it was a big community effort, there were actually 36 people on the stage during this production, and there are many, many more behind the scenes, which is a wonderful part of a community effort. But it has its downsides too, because some of the people who were scheduled to go on for one reason or another had to withdraw, and we put in new actors, and so there was actually more than 36 people. But some people didn't make the program, and I apologize to them because we had some last-minute substitutions. Before we begin the show tonight, I want to say a personal word regarding Ham, who recently left us. He was chartered to take the role of narrator that I'm doing in his place. Ham was a mainstay of island players and dramatic arts generally on the island. I recruited him in his first play in 2005, and since then he's been in 26 productions and has also served on the board of Island Players. Among the many things he contributed to the island, and his dramatic arts contribution has given us a lot to remember him by. So thanks to Ham. So we begin in the Hagen kitchen. Jack Hagen was born on Washington Island in 1921. He worked as a cattle farmer, a fisherman, a charter boat captain on the Jewel II. He was town chairman, deacon of the Bethel Church, musician, and owner of a gravel pit. As a young man, he met Marcella Anderson and decided he wanted to court her. He had a swayback horse named Dobbin, and Jack would ride over and sing to Marcella from the horse. Well, it seemed to work, though, because in 1948 they were married, and they went on to have 3 children, Lila, Linda, and Julian. Marcella was born on Washington Island in 1926, and she died in 1996. She was employed in the telephone office as a switchboard operator, and she was the first president of Bethel Builders. The scene is in the Hagen's kitchen. One of Donna's first encounters after moving the island was with Jack Hagen. When they were first introduced, he had heard that Donna was a hairdresser, and he asked her if she could do him a favor. His wife Marcella was ill and in need of a haircut, and Jack asked Donna if she would go to the house and cut her hair. And of course Donna would, and away they went. Donna could see a farmhouse in the distance, along with cows, old farm equipment scattered about, and here's what happened next.
Been meaning to fix that door. Marcella, where are are you? Somebody's here to see you.
I've come to cut your hair. Do I need to do it all the way up there?
Yes, you do. If Jack doesn't get more wood in the stove, this is the only warm place in the house.
Well, I know what will bring her down. She almost drives me crazy, and I don't know what I'll do if I don't find that pretty little girl that I saw dressed in blue. She wears a white lace handkerchief, it's marked with T&U, and I'll know her when I see her, that little girl dressed in blue. Hello, hello.
Don't think you'll get off that easy, Jack Hagan. Well, that's different version than I've ever seen before. I see you brought in the recruits to help you this time.
Let me get you down.
Yes. Thanks for coming, Donna. Yeah, well, I'll tell you again how this all started. Jack had this old horse named Swayback, named Dobbin, and he'd ride it up to the telephone office. I was attending switchboard at the time under Jake and June Gumlickson. And then he would tie it with like a shoestring to a tree, and then he would sing to me. Well, I fell in love with him.
So, are we going to have some of your
Yes,
bread and cheese?
yes. When you're done cutting my hair, I would like you to have some of my homemade toast and bread.
Well, boy, did she tell those stories. That is for sure.
I would like to tell you when we're done having our coffee and our toast, I have some stories to tell you. Remember when Jack...
That's for sure.
Cap's Marina was developed by Cap Anderson in the 1950s. He sold it to Light & Weber in 1975, and it was purchased by Will and Lois Kruger in 1978. Will and Lois moved from Illinois to the island with their 3 children, and they had 4 more once they moved here. They took over the marina, and the family had deep roots here. Lois's mother, Elaine Knudsen Reichenbach, was born on Pilot Island, where her father, Robert Knudsen, was the lighthouse keeper. Will and Lois married for 54 years until their deaths in 2022. They ran Caps Marina with their children for 44 years. Here is one of Donna's memories of just one of many crazy things that happened there.
Good idea.
Lois! Lois?
Oh, yes?
Could you and Donna go up to the bait shop? I think there's a customer in there. I have to gas up a boat.
Okay, we're on our way, Will.
Do you sell prophylactics?
Well, we have some J-plugs and Rapalas. We have Rapalas and some anti-freakers. Oh, and Dipsy divers. But I don't know if I've ever heard of prophylactics.
I don't think I'm talking to the right person. There's no way you know what they are. So I'm going to Carly's.
John Goodlickson and Lois Hannison Goodlickson were born on Washington Island. They married in 1955 and they had 5 children. They moved to Kenosha, Wisconsin, where they owned Lakeside Foods. The store sold fresh fish, but it was famous for its salads. Lois once told Donna, that they sold over 1 million pounds of salad during their years in the business. They moved back to the island in the 1970s. John was a Great Lakes captain and he bought the Griffin, and that boat carried freight from Green Bay to the island. Lois worked at the Town Mutual Insurance Company until her retirement. In the 1970s, John usually met Floyd Coyne and Gibby Goodlett at Gordy's Tap, which is now known as the Middle Bar.
Hey, Gordy, can I get another drink here?
Yeah, of course.
Can you put some booze in this one?
What are you talking about? That last one was a double.
Come on.
Hey, Floyd, I saw Walt's car drive by your house early this morning. Why is he checking on you?
What are you doing driving around at that time with me?
You got the cooler running? Or are you unplugged?
No, it's a special for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't one of bitter.
I'll take it home.
Come on, step it up, Gordy.
Oh, I'm telling you, there's no love here.
Say, have any of you seen John around lately?
I don't think he's been in here for a while. It's not like him.
I saw Lois the other day, and she said he had a snoot hole. So who knows what he's going to be?
Well, he didn't get it here.
Well, we overcharged him, probably. John, hey, we was just talking about you. Your ears must be burned.
As a matter of fact, I have been having a lot of trouble with my right ear. It's really been bothering me for a while, so I finally went to Kay Joseph.
Oh, really? So what did she have to say?
Well, you're not going to believe it. Oh, I'm not telling you guys. You're just going to... All right. So she looks in there, and she pulls out a spider, a big one. She said it'd been in there for a while.
Well, all I can say about that is it's a damn good thing that spider didn't eat brains. By now, the thing would have starved to death.
I knew I shouldn't have told you guys. You're just going to make fun of me. You're just going to sit around and yuck it up. I'm going home. I'm going home. Lois, damn it, Lois.
John, what are you yelling about?
Lois, I just drove our car home from Gordy's. All right, I get in the car, and it's a pig pen. I'm telling you, there's garbage everywhere. Don't you ever clean the car? I was embarrassed to be seen in it.
John, I always clean that car. It is always clean. I just cleaned that car yesterday, John. John, that's not even our car.
I must have driven Floyd or Gibby.
Lorna Bell Cornell was born in Wilmette, Illinois to Bob and Ellen and Florence Bell. She married Jack Cornell and had 3 children. She was known to many of us as an artist and a teacher. At the age of 14, she won a Hallmark Award for her watercolors, and that later they became a Hallmark card. On the island, she became the first kindergarten teacher, and she taught that class at the American Legion Hall. She also taught adult art education through NWTC. But there's one story that many people tell of Lorna. One beautiful spring day on the island, Lorna and a group of her friends decided to have a picnic at Boyer's Bluff. Lorna, armed with her easel and paints and a canvas, found a beautiful spot for a picnic, and she intended to paint the scene as well. But after they all got settled, then our story begins.
Come on, gang, this is going to be a great picnic area. Let's put the blanket down, okay? I'm going to paint a little bit.
Wow, that's a long way down.
Well, it's a bluff. Okay, what did everyone bring? I brought pretzels.
I brought the beer. I brought wine.
Beer, wine, pretzels, what else? Sandwiches? Okay. Oh, I forgot something. I need to go pee. wine is not enough. I need spirits. Carly's, can we go to Carly's?
I have a special drink to honor today's miracle.
Okay. What are we gonna call it?
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
All right,
Wait, I need to.
everybody,
All right.
raise your glass to Lorna on the rocks.
Carly Jessen was born in 1920 to Abraham and Grace Jessen. He married Evelyn Hanson in 1944, and they had 3 children, Tim, Jill, and Carla. He was a huge fan of the Islanders baseball team, a volunteer fireman, and a Lions Club member, and he loved to hunt and fish. In 1945, he bought Carly's, where he not only had a bar, but started a small snack shop, which later became the Cellar. And he developed a bowling alley, which he ran with Harley Hanson. After retirement, Carly had a charter fishing boat that he called the Pirate. Welcome to Carly's.
Good morning, Harvey. Good morning, Pastor Nierenhausen. I thought you'd be at the church this morning.
Well, I'm on my way to teach Sunday school, but I need a pack of smokes.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I think I also need some matches.
Here you are. Be sure to tell your friends about this place.
Oh, of course I will. You be sure to tell your friends about my place.
and Bill Olson came to the island in 1967. They had an A-frame house where they lived until 1984, when they moved to their house on Jackson Harbor Road. At that point, their son Chuck came to the island, and he moved into the A-frame. Bill and Haruko met in Japan when Bill was serving in the Korean War. Haruko was born near Tokyo in 1920, and she came with Bill to the U.S. after the war. Bill is remembered as a writer who was one of the founders of the Island Writers Association. He also raised sheep, and he volunteered in many island organizations. Haruku was an artist, active in the Washington Island Art Association. She painted in watercolors and specialized in flowers, and her work was displayed in a number of locations, including the waiting room of the clinic. Her son Chuck informed us that her name, Haruku, means fine spring day in Japanese. That's a good way to remember her and to think about her paintings. But most of us knew her by her nickname that Donna Russell first learned about as she and Haruku were seated in the waiting room of the dentist's office.
Hi, I'm Donna Russell. I don't think I know your name. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I'm Donna Russell, and I'd like to know your name.
Weeby Olson.
Nice to meet you, Weeby.
No, no, no. Not Weeby. Weeby.
I'm sorry, I guess I didn't hear you. Weeby.
No, no, no. Not Weeby. Not Weeby, but Weeby.
Nice to meet you, Weeby.
Donna, yes. Before I drill straight into Bill's guys, from laughter, let me introduce you to Bill.
All right.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Bill.
I'm Bill, and this is my wife, Phoebe. She doesn't pronounce S very well.
That's what I said. Weeby.